Hello my friends, it's Andrea over at Sewspire.com and we are here today in the studio. I just finished recording a really fabulous project and I wanted to give you some more details about that. It is a super sweet little clutch. This particular project is unique for a couple reasons. First off, it has belt loops integrated into the back, so you can attach this to your belt and then wear it on the side, in the front like a fanny pack, or I think it's really comfortable all the way in the back too. It is sized perfectly to hold an iPhone 6, so anything smaller than that will also fit. And then it is unique because the reason that this clutch even came to be is one of our fellow creative geniuses sent me an email earlier this week and told me about a young lady that she knows who was recently diagnosed with severe allergies, life-threatening allergies, and she's now required to carry an EpiPen with her. So if any of you have teenagers, you know, especially teenage girls, that they're very particular about what they'll carry, and they most certainly don't want to stand out from the crowd. So she wanted to know if I could design something that would allow this young lady to always have her EpiPen with her, and then also perhaps just to be functional, hold her cell phone as well, which we also know teenagers are never without. So the issue was this: when you just have a regular clutch, if you put everything inside of that, then each time you go in for the phone, you risk disturbing that EpiPen. So I created inside of this like a little, it's not really hidden, but it is secure pocket that closes via hook and loop tape, and then she can put the EpiPen in there and then seal that Velcro up. And this way, when she adds contents or removes contents, she won't disturb that and she'll know that it's in there. So I really do hope that she loves the design. But that brings me to the bigger point of this whole studio update is I would like to try something new called a design challenge, because I personally don't have to carry an EpiPen, and neither do my children, so I have no experience with that. And I'm guessing that probably a fairly large percentage of our audience does. So I want to challenge you to improve upon this design, okay? Based upon your experience, or if you know someone who has life-threatening allergies like that, get their inputs and let's improve this design, all right? And this obviously could have a major impact on many people's lives if we can come up with a collaborative design that really meets their needs well, or at least if we can meet this young lady's needs, we will have made a significant difference in one person's life, which is phenomenal. So I would like to challenge you to improve upon my design. Go ahead and watch the tutorial, and then if you will share your detailed improvements, so if you could take photos of your finished project, or how, you know, as you design it and recreate it, some photos to share on the Sewspire Facebook page, then you will be entered to win this priority mailbox full of fabric. And you guys will remember, I'm gonna try and just lift this up so I don't make a mess. I have tons of fabric. So now I know not all of you are going to be up for an improvement. So the folks that enter the challenge and post on the Sewspire Facebook page how to improve this design, and we'll just call this design challenge number 1, if you can make sure to put that in your subject, will win, will be entered to win, and then everybody on the happy mail list is also entered to win a big box of fabric. So I'm going to announce that winner next week in the studio update. So that doesn't give you a lot of time, but we're moving quick around here. So if you have ideas and can whip up a sample and get some photos, you'll be in. Now, I want to loop this back around into another subject that I've been meaning to bring up. It was like the week before the move, somebody reached out to me to let me know that another YouTuber in a different country had remade one of my videos. So basically they watched my video that was published prior to theirs, they recreated the project and then published it to their YouTube channel, which is very popular. So it's, I guess you at first glance might say that's like copycatting or something like that. And then interestingly enough, I was flattered because, and I just want to tell you why, I really believe in my heart that there are no original ideas left. There just aren't. Everything has been done. All we could do at this point is just improve it, right? So even though it's easy to see that I posted the content first and then it was remade, and they're actually even arguing on her page that she copied me. I think it's really cool, one, that she remade it in another language. Two, guys, she has 97,000 subscribers. So in a way, aren't I kind of striving to be where she is, right? So all things considered, I'm flattered. But I do want to say, if you get into the business of copycatting, then you're not really embracing your creative genius. And that supply of creativity is endless. So you may want to improve someone's design, like I've asked you to do here, but then also go ahead and take some time and get to know your own creative genius, because I will tell you, it is an absolute blast to come up with your own designs. In fact, when I first started sewing, I remember how frustrated I would get working with other people's designs and patterns. I mean, I just, for whatever reason, nothing ever worked out when I followed a pattern, and probably to this day I could probably still bust open a pattern and it still wouldn't work out. And I've been sewing commercially for 12 plus years now. But the point is, some of us, I think, are visual learners, and we have the ability to create designs and then share that in a way that other visual learners can understand. So what I want to do is put together a workshop, a special workshop. Remember, I told you the reason I even expanded was to do workshops. So I'm going to have a series of workshops in person and then online, so anybody who wants to can register and participate, that actually dives in to my personal design technique, philosophy, whatever you want to call it, and how I do actually, you know, draw from what I like to refer to as my creative genius, or, you know, some people might call it divine inspiration. Whatever it is, I assure you it just doesn't exist only in me. And draw from that inspiration and then create your own designs. I think there are only just really a few skills that a person would need so that you don't really ever have to be a copycatter. You can create your own designs or drastically improve someone else's design, all right? So if you would like to sign up for more information about these workshops, I'm still putting together the whole program, but if you received the newsletter, my email newsletter that went out this morning, there was a link in there where you could sign up for more information as I get everything put together for these workshops. And I'm just calling it Spring 2018 Design Workshop. If you head on over to Sewspire.com, you can find that link and sign up for that. And then because I only want to roll these emails out to people that are actually interested in learning my design process and how to design their own bags and accessories. So you can see how that all kind of ties together, and nonetheless, I'm not offended, but rather flattered that she was able to remake the tutorial. So, and if you're curious which one it was that 3-compartment organizer, which I really, really love. And funny thing is, I was wearing the same shirt when I made that tutorial. You can check that out and you can see all the hubbub if you like, but I think it's cool. And I hope that you will not copycat me, but drastically improve this design for our friend, so we can change some lives here with our creativity, okay? And then I just have one more thing that I want to show you, and our friend Pam, who watches every single week. I want to say hi, Pam. She's been here really, I think, since the beginning, but she can correct me if I'm wrong. But she early on offered me a lot of feedback and a lot of input on things that I could improve with the channel, and I'm very grateful for her input. But you remember when I showed you the little drawing that my daughter made of me, and in the speech bubble it said "have a blast"? Well, Pam had mentioned that she always says "have a blast" too, so I told her I was going to make a sticker and I was going to put it up in the studio and think of her, and then also be reminded. So I want to show you all the sticker, but I want to tell you where my end of the whole "have a blast" thing came from. A couple weeks ago I was thinking, you know, when I had that shop, I just really wish I would have had more fun. So I used to have a brick and mortar shop, and I was like, I just wish I would have had more fun. I mean, it's okay that it ended, and I understand why it ended and it needed to end, and I'm really passionate about the path I'm on now, and it was, you know, all these things had to happen in this right order. I'm not questioning any of that, but I wish at the beginning of it somebody would have said to me, you know, this is going to end, so have a blast. So when I expanded into this space and set these goals that we have now for this channel and for sharing and creating, I said to myself, have a blast, because this too will end at some point. I don't have any plans right now, but I know at some point it will. So I'm going to just walk you over and show you the sticker, and I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye now. I will be back next week with another studio update and a blog post. And as always, I hope you know the creative genius in me will be celebrating the creative genius in you. Have a beautiful week, everyone.